Black people are behind. And I hate when everybody talks about how all black people play victim or everybody can control their circumstance. And to a degree, that's true. I'm gonna be honest, to a degree, that's true. And I want to just sit here and get in front of the camera and just talk a little bit because I was thinking about this yesterday. I had conversations with people and we were just talking about the community. And is the community going backwards in a sense in terms of things are getting worse? Yes. I truly think that. And I think that mostly because the generation coming up, I'm talking about the 12-year-olds and under, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. A lot of these kids are out of control. They don't have no discipline. They've never been punished. And they're just so disrespectful. And especially in schools, and a lot of people notice when kids talk to these teachers, they'll say things that we would never say, even in my generation. I'm not even that old. I'm 26 years old, but when I was in school, from elementary, middle school, and high school, I never talked crazy to my teachers. Never. It wasn't even a thought. Because at the end of the day, they're the authority. They're the people. We know we were going to get in trouble when we got back home because who do you think you are? And these kids nowadays, they don't care. They talk to anybody reckless. And I think that's a huge problem with the community. But a bigger issue, and this is the biggest issue I feel like, is there's no example. There's no example. There's no structure. They're taking all the things that require people to advance in life and they're stripping it away. For example, I know when I was in middle school, we learned it like we learned a trade. Like we would learn how to build things, you know what I mean? Like architect stuff. They took that away. And even like I said, even learning about how buildings are set up, learning about like having a more like techie class or construction class, that all went away. It all went away. And now if you look at it, those classes and those extracurricular activities are the things that are paying the most nowadays. Construction workers are killing it. People that work on cars, because that used to be a thing too, are killing it because there's always going to be a car that needs to be fixed. It's like we're taking away a lot of the stuff that improves and helps people, especially in the inner cities, because I don't know why. Even look down to the handwriting. Like we used to learn cursive. We don't learn cursive no more. So I feel like the opportunities, the way our mind can expand is disappearing. And then we throw social media, we throw technology at these kids. We throw technology into the whole community. And now people can't even concentrate. Kids aren't reading books. How can you read a book if you go to TikTok and you're scrolling and you're seeing 1,000 things every hour? And then to sit down and read a page that's going to take you 5 minutes, maybe that's long. But you know what I mean? Like, how can you have that type of concentration? So I think things are going backwards. And I'm here to say that we need people that truly are knowledgeable. We need people that are successful in better ways. I'm talking about the people that maybe went to college, got a degree, the people that went into a trade and actually are making good money. And we need those people to speak up more. We need those people to have an impact on the kids more. We need to start steering these kids toward more positive things because keeping them on social media ain't helping. And so I'm here to say that we need to set a better example in the community. And I try to do that myself. I try to explain to people that working a job is fine. You know what I mean? Like keep it simple. It's not because now everybody tells you to start a business. Everybody tells you to be a streamer. Everybody tells you to be an athlete. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can get a good paying job, especially early on, contribute to that 401k, set a budget, keep your expenses low, and stack up and grind for 5+ years, and you'll be in a way better position than any of those other things I told you about. You will. Many people try to do that long shot, but nobody can establish discipline, and that's what's keeping everybody behind. We need people that are actually going to want to stick through the grind, people that are actually going to sacrifice and do the same thing every day. And I'm in that process. Like, I'm not here sitting here saying I'm better than anybody, Me, myself, I said, all right, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of all my debt. So what did I do? I paid my car off. I paid anything that I might have had in collections off. My student loans is the next thing I'm going to tackle. But after my student loans, I'm debt free. And so I'm doing it myself. I'm a truck driver. So I make good money. I make close to 6 figures a year. So I got a good paying job because it's going to help me fund my future. So I use most of that money, which I take advantage of my 401k at my job. I do 10%. And towards the end of the year, I'm going to put it closer to that 20 to 30% just so I can keep funding it for a tax write-off purposes at the end of the year. But also, I can try to contribute as much as possible so I can just get it right. You know what I mean? And so I take advantage of that. From my job, I put a lot of my money and I invest it in stocks, into I got a Roth IRA as well, which is another retirement account. So I have things set up in place, and it's not something that I'm doing to say I want to get rich tomorrow, but I'm doing this because 5-10 years down the line, I'm going to be in a perfect position. Even if I stick to the minimum stuff that I'm doing now. If I put 10% away of my money in my 401k, I'm going to at least have close to $10,000 in my 401k. In 5 years, that's $50,000. And your money grows over time. So that $50,000 might be $70,000 by 5 years from now. 10 years from now, that's $100,000 just in a 401k account. That's not what the other $90,000 that I could have did or invested with or put away and things of that nature. So as you can see, if you really sit on stuff and let it grow and let it compound and stay disciplined and keep your balances low and stay focused and ignore distractions. And some of y'all need to really ignore distractions. And the biggest thing might be the relationship that you're in. If your relationship's really taking away your time, your discipline, your focus, and it's costing you a whole bunch of money, it might be time to let that relationship go if you want to be serious. You know what I mean? Because I ain't going to lie, it's going to be 10 times harder getting to where you need to be when you have somebody dragging you down. If you have somebody that's not focused as much as you're focused and don't have goals as big as you want to go. Like if a girl is telling me I work too much, that's a problem. That's a problem. I want a woman, if she does come in my life, to understand that I have this goal. I don't want you to try to change that goal. And I actually want you to push me even harder to obtain that goal and to do more. That's the type of thing that I'm looking for. Many of you guys out there, if a girl tells you to take off next week, you're taking off next week. And that's a problem because taking off probably is not going to help you get to where you need to be. And so now we got to start. If you truly trying to get ahead, and this is what people ain't telling you, is you got to really work for it. Fuck all that advice that they tell you, oh, work smarter, not harder. That's bullshit, especially early on. If I got muscles, if I got 2 legs that can function, I got a strong back, I can work as much as I want. I can run up a bag. And that's what you guys need to start doing, is running up a bag, getting out of this toxic community, getting out of some of these places that's going to keep you down. Remove the bad friends from your life. Get with the right friends. Get with people that's going to challenge you, motivate you, and inspire you to keep on going. And man, stay strong. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and rant a little bit because the community that I'm seeing, that I'm looking at, it's not getting better. It's getting worse. And hopefully anybody that watches my channel definitely reaches out and also like talk to me a little bit. I think I'm going to try to set up a thing to where I can have conversations and have like a consultation with people. So look for that pretty soon. I'm going to try to have a website where I can set up to where you could pay to speak to me for a little bit, and we'll go from there. But hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.